Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Green Bay Packers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Faking the give. Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Darnold. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, let's get this. Hey, exit.
Off the play fake. Cantrell. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Cantrell. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Ready, set. Mike, 57. Ready? Watch tight end. Hey. 4 down. No! Hey, echo. 57 to Mike. Big grip.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Cantrell looking deep for Hilton. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Darnold. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down. A 1st down throw, Darnold. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Darnold completes it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the pass.
Again, Darnold gets it off to Freeman. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
And it's 3rd down.
Tight. 42. 42 is the mic. I got him.
Here's Darnold. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Darnold going to lead the offense up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far. Darnold now to throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this 1st quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Watch your slack. Watch your slack. Line 42. Line 42. What we got?
Here's Darnold. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
Well, you know, he hated taking the loss there on third down. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Let's go, Mike 50, Mike 50. Here we go, Mike 50, let's go.
Back to the air on second down. Cantrell, he's going to float this one deep rights, and that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go. 50, plant.
Yeah. Hey, got tight left, tight left.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Go. 57's the mic. 57's the mic. Check. Hey, wahoo. 57. Go.
Operating from the gun, Cantrell. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Go 58's the mic. Go.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Hey, Charlie.
58, boy, 58, Mike.
Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty
From the gun, Cantrell. He's got his man, Valdez Scantling. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 20. 8 reads. Coaching spill.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
Ready?
Now Jones. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Yes, yes.
SOS.
Yep.
Go 58 to the mic.
Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
Snap.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on 3rd and goal.
Show it up. Alert flare.
Go. Get it.
They'll go with Foreman. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh, yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some...
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1.
And the pressure gets to Bradford, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Bradford now. And he rifles one incomplete. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Open man, it's Preston Williams. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
14 yards, good for a Packer first down.
18, Gator. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey, Delta. Look at me. Zipper. I know he ain't got it. Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 57's the Mike.
On first down, Cantrell, and the catch made by Hilton. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Hey.
Hold. 57.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
On the set.
57. Mike 57. Wild Bill.
First and 10 at the
57
27-yard line.
Mike 57.
Watch the slants. Watch the slant.
Let's go.
Throwing on first down. Cantrell, complete to Hilton. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll try again with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Slam.
To throw again. Bradford. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10. To throw is Bradford. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing, Bradford. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Bradford. Throwing left side, it's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Bradford. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Bradford to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
7.
A final shot before break. Cantrell. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Chase Sternberger. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Man up, D. 58 to Mike, 58 to Mike. Man, I got you.
5.
58 to Mike. Squeeze, double. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58 is the Mike. Watch the slant. Tighten up.
Ready.
A final shot before break. Cantrell. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
58, boys, 58 is Mike. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, Cantrell. He's got it to Hilton. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Pick me up. Here we go. Hey,
Hey, exit.
Go 58 to Mike.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe it.
On first down, Cantrell. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give right side. Foreman. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
Now a carry from the shifty Dion Lewis. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
58's the money.
Yes, yes.
Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Be careful. Be careful.
They'll try to run for it. Lewis. Dion Lewis. Touchdown, Packers. Dion Lewis, 32 yards. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. So they went to the ground game on third, hoping to pick up the first. They also picked up a touchdown.
Offensive linemen so used in this situation to having to pass block. All right, you're looking at what it is, third down. They don't care that it's third and whatever. They figure they're going to throw the ball. And when you call running play, I think you energize them. I think you juice them up because I haven't met offensive linemen yet that likes to pass block more than they like to run block. And they opened up some nice holes there for him, and he took it to the house.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 25 on second down, Bradford. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Here we go. Henry.
I got it. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight right. Go.
On first and 10, Bradford. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now Bradford. He's got Freeman here. It's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's Bradford. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Bradford. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
You ready?
57's the Mike.
Check.
Right on.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Fights through, and now a crease. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more.
Makes the score Packers 38, Raiders 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points. So they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
Bradford from the gun on third down. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Bradford. This will be caught by Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Get him, boys.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Working out of the gun, Bradford. He goes underneath to Freeman. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
Now Bradford on 4th down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
And some space here. Past the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, 44 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now on 2nd and 16, Bradford. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Check 99. Check 99. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Let it go.
On 3rd down, Bradford. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Watch that, watch that, watch that. Hey, hey, watch that, watch that. Squeeze. Check 3.
Bradford to throw for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jonathan Allen. And the Packers are going to get the football back in excellent field position.
And two stop.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
6-6, pull it high.
Shit. Shit. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike.
Bam, bam.
No chance. Watch the shift.
Hit it.
Throwing on 1st down. Cantrell. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. First quarter, Charles, you really emphasized the importance of winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. They haven't forced a single turnover in this game.
And right now they're losing, so no turnovers might lead to no victory.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Cantrell. And that's complete to Adams. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Bradford. Going to throw right side here. Complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. On 4th down, Bradford. And he finds Daniels. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Bradford. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A first down throw for Bradford. Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford has lost it. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Bradford now. And that will be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
4th down, Bradford. And Daniels has it left side. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Time to go, night. Ball trot. Mike's 42.
First down, Bradford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing, Bradford. His throw caught right around the 6. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Ready? To the mic, boys. 42. 42's the mic. Come on, baby.
Bradford again. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go. Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. The try here for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score. Packers 55. Raiders 10.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A big offensive